What's up guys, this is Intelitech Studios, and today I'm going to make a quick video on how to remove pop sockets from your phone. Now, I strongly recommend to not put pop sockets on the backs of direct phones. If you're going to use a pop socket, please put it on the back of some sort of case. Do not put it on the back of your phone, especially if it's a glass-backed phone like this phone right here. I purchased this phone recently, and it has this pop socket stuck to it. And I personally don't like pop sockets, and plus I want to actually put the phone in a case so it's protected. So let's figure out how to remove these. So this is actually really simple. So as you can see, I got a card right here. It doesn't matter what kind of card it is, just get some type of card, something with a surface that you can level underneath the adhesive that holds the pop socket onto the device. So all you got to do is just first off, get this to wedge underneath the first area of the pop socket, which should be easy. And then at that point, just grab either a heat gun, and in my case I have a heat gun and I'm going to put it on the lowest setting, or if you have a hair dryer, it'll work just as well. You don't need nearly as much heat as if you were actually taking apart the phone, so a standard hair dryer will be fine, although I don't own a hair dryer, so I'm going to use this heat gun. And as long as if you do use a heat gun, you can use a heat gun, just make sure you put it on the first setting so it doesn't melt anything, basically, because in this case this is plastic, so we don't want anything to melt. So all we got to do is just put it on the lowest setting, in this case since it's a heat gun, or if you have a hair dryer, put on like the medium setting, and just heat the back of this up, because you want to basically soften the adhesive so that way you can actually work this card underneath it and pry off the pop socket. So we're just going to go all the way around the device, the edge of the pop socket, and then once we do that for a little bit, your fingers make it hot. It'd probably be preferable to do this on a surface. We just work the card underneath, and we start working away at that adhesive. And as you can see, we've already made some decent progress. And then we just do this again. Now, I've already removed this pop socket once just to show this method, so maybe a little bit trickier if you're doing this for the first time. And there we go. Now we can wedge off the pop socket. And if you get to this point where there's some adhesive left over, you just want to grab the adhesive, which usually should be in a strip like this. We can pull away the card now. And as you can see, we just want to gently peel this adhesive from the back of the device. There we go. And so now the adhesive on this pop socket isn't really going to work anymore. So if you want to use the pop socket on a different phone, or if you want to actually put it back on the case of the same phone, then you're going to need to get some more adhesive unless you manage to not screw this up. You could also just unroll this and then just reapply it to this, and it should be good enough if you're just holding a phone that's not too incredibly heavy. Now, the thing is that now there's some residue left over, so in order to clean up this residue on your device, basically just get some Windex and some type of cloth, and just go ahead and spray it on there and then just clean that off. So we're going to do that now. We're just going to spray some Windex in this case, which should do the trick. If the adhesive is a little bit stronger, then maybe some Goo Gone or acetone would probably work a little bit better. You just want to be careful at anything that could potentially eat away, anything with sort of any chemicals in it, which Windex also has chemicals in it, but if your device is glass or it's aluminum or it's plastic, you know, it may respond differently to the types of materials used, the types of cleaners used on the back of the device. But as we can see, in this case, it's all cleaning up very well. So the last bit of the adhesive is coming up, and this is cleaning it off very nicely. And some of it came off onto the sides, so we'll clean the sides as well. And there we go. And some of the little adhesive bits will just roll off, kind of like how if you were back in grade school, maybe you put some glue on your hands and you would rub it off and it would turn into like rubber, or hot glue. Hot glue would turn into rubber. The adhesive that's left over may do the same thing. But as we can see, now the phone is very nice and clean. And now that the back of this phone is completely clean, I can actually grab my case and put it on here. And there we go. So now I was able to get that pop socket off. And of course now, if you want to use this adhesive, if you can find a way to basically reapply this to this, or I guess if you just do that, you could stick this on the back of here, okay, maybe it's not that strong. Depending on how you remove this, you may have better luck with reusing this adhesive. You may need to get some new adhesive or just get a new pop socket. But either way, that's how you take your pop socket off of your device, and that's also why I don't recommend putting your pop socket directly on your device. You should put it on a case or some type of skin or something that isn't the actual surface of the device. But if you end up doing that, or if you already have done that, this tutorial should hopefully help you with removing that from your device and getting the pop socket off. So anyway, guys, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial on how to take off pop sockets. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.